crowd pattern option is set to black out. Crowd pattern option is set to writer. Edit unit team set. Entering team ready. Away team selection Arizona State Sun Devils.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
Three. Cover to man. Left, right exit to right on to man.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
On the run, it's Sticky. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right, across the 45. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Hammond. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Coach suggestions.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as their defense stops him a few yards short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Number 6 is selected.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Play call. You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
3, Nicola. 3. Cover 2 man.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
2 2 to 4 single mud. Cover 3 sky press. Cover 3 match. Cover 6. Entering base mud. Dime. 2, 3. Edge blitz. Cover 4 quarters.
First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now second and 1.
Ball, 3, 2,
and I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll give it to Brown. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
2, 3, 6.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Left on 2 man.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Here's the pressure. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Cover 3 cloud. Cover 4 drop.
It'll be third and long.
Pass.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Here comes the heat. They've got the screen set up. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Bowling. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
3, 2 to 4, cover 3 match.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Options. Puntbacks cover is selected.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25.
There are 5 subcategories. Option is set to height. 15 plays. You have 8 options. 3 to 4. 3. Nickel. Tampa to contain. Cover 3 sky. Left on 2 man.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Boley. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
18 options.
A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Cover 2 man. Prevent time. 2, 3, 6. Cover. Tampa 2. Left X 2 man.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To throw, it's Hammond. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Entering play call, favorite, personnel, run, draft, parallel categories. You have 5 options.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dickey. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
3, nickel, 3, cover 4, cover 9 showed you. Left on 2-man.
He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking.
Yes.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3.
6 category.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Edge blitz 3, cover 4 quarters, cover 2-man.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yes.
Looking to pass. It's Keene. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the third possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Gonna let it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Entering base.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia State who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0. But if they can close this out, they've accomplished something.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's third and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Looking long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
There are 6 categories. There are 5 subcategories. Option is set to height 15 plays. You have 8 options. 3 to 4 is selected. Tight. There are FS slant free.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. There he goes. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
First, 2 to 5, over wide. You per 3, penny, corner blitz 2. Cover 3, entering base model screen. You have 3 options.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Options. Tempo 2 is selected. Personnel, nickel, dime, 2. Man double bus.
That false start might prove to be really costly, as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
There are 2 categories. You have 15 options. Tempo 2 is selected. Entering base model screen. You have 5 options. Per nickel, 3, 2 to 4 single mug.
A false start gives him a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
2 to 4 single mug.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Keene. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Cover 2 man.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
Wide jack. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Tampa 2 cover 3 sky. Cover 4 ponds. Cover 9 show you. Entering base model screen, you have 5 options. Time 2, 3, 6. There are 2 categories. You have 15 options.
This third down a little longer after that penalty. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in.
3, 2, SS zone, edge blitz 3, cover 4 quarters, cover 2 man, entering base, cover 4 quarters.
Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Yes.
Looking downfield, it's Keene. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Running inside. It's Dickey.
Entering play call, inside zone, barrier wildcat, play, personnel group, there are 8 slants, empty and drag slot, empty and slot mid-screen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a heat. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
With the draw, it's Nicky. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
5 subcategories. Time. 2, 3, S, edge blitz, cover 4 quarters, cover 2 man.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Looking for a man. It's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Cover 1, cover 6. FS is deep, tempted to drop.
You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game, right? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able to threaten this defense at all, throwing it or running it. And they make a great play there, but, man, this game's almost over. That's too late.
And that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still got the bagel on the scoreboard, and that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to when they play offensive football.
He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been
field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Eakin. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions. He turned the page. He got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
Personnel group, concept, run. Trap, there, wide trap.
Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You have 5
now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Counter. Counter STR.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Some misdirection with the counter. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Suggestions.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. The kick is on its way. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.